I'll tell you what. I think churches are actually a really cool. They're all. I feel like they're always really cool buildings. As a construction guy, I mean that's the big giant Gothic architecture thing. I have never touched it. The amount of masonry that goes into that kind of thing. Got to be a lot of custom work that goes into that kind of stuff. And churches don't really make that much money outside the Catholic Church, as far as I know. I mean, there's some giant mega churches. Those guys make some money, but like, those look like NFL stadiums at this point. Hey, you do you, boo-boo. I've got no problem with you guys doing your thing. Very, very early amendment in the Bill of Rights. Why are we standing like that? We don't have to stand like that.
And to take a listen. With luck, one of those people knows what became of Benjamin.
Young Benny. Let's see here. Hello, I'm in your house again.
I've asked the friars, but they all plead ignorance.
Bugger that! They're lying!
Aye. Well, what can I do? Threats light off them and I'll not deign to grovel.
Actions speak louder than words, my friend. Arrest one and put him in stocks. See if he's so glib then.
To do so without cause will set them singing songs about us. Last thing the city needs is town criers complaining about our abuse of authority.
And forget it. The crime is done. The killer's gone. Those who know won't share their secrets. If the city wishes to harbor scoundrels, let them pay the price for it.
I don't know if I got that one. Eavesdrop on a group of moving guards. Okay, I think I found the group of moving guards.
So he says to church, but one way or another, the debt would be settled. I don't envy the man. He's grim times ahead.
Well, what do you think they're planning?
All I know is it can't be good. Cutter was with him.
Probably looking for a nice, quiet place to do the deed. From what I hear tell, his work usually involves quite a bit of screaming.
Which reminds me, we'd best not buy any meat tomorrow.
Good call, that.
No meat tomorrow. It's interesting that one of them had a very American accent. The British soldier had a very American accent. Very funny. Very interesting.
I asked if I could help, and they waved me away. Insisted it was all under control.
How odd. Did they say what had happened?
No. Only that it was a trifling matter, and he'd be returned home soon. There was some blood, though, so I wonder if it wasn't more serious than they let on.
Where were they taking him?
Towards the hilltop. Perhaps there's a doctor at the fort.
Yes, perhaps there is a doctor at the fort. Listen, Charles, I need you to stay there. I need to climb this building. I was talking about Boston at one point. Boston's a very interesting city. The vote's very blue, but they are very... not. Make her nice, please. Alright. I'm close again.
See, Charles? We'll have church in no time. Just as I said we would.
If I might ask, sir, where did you learn to do all this?
It is a requirement when you are raised in the manner that I was. Perception is fundamental to the order. It guides the feet when running and climbing, informs the hands when striking and fighting. But most important, it transforms the senses, and we begin to know the world in a different way.
Nope, well, can't just walk through. Well, I think we're done talking. I think I can just start running again.
Careful. The place is well guarded. We need to slip past them.
Uh-huh. Nope. We gotta remain undetected. Very close to losing that one.
Locked. I'll have to find the key. Wait here.
Why? Just kick the door open like we did before. The guard leader, you say? Oh, there was a guy there. Didn't even see him. Well. What? Well, fuck that one up. Problem solved. Failed tutorial on pickpocketing. I shouldn't have ran. That's on me.
Why must you always make these things so difficult, Benjamin? Merely provide me with recompense, and all shall be forgiven.
I'll not pay for protection I don't need.
Clearly, you do require protection. Else we wouldn't be here. How very gauche. Now, what shall we do about our guest?
Maybe. I'll take his hands. Put an end to his surgering. Maybe. I'll take his tongue. Put an end to his waggling. Or maybe I'll take his cock. Put an end to his fucking us.
So many options. I can't possibly decide. Take all three.
No, hold a moment. Perhaps I was hasty in refusing you earlier.
I'm so very sorry, Benjamin. But that door has closed.
Be reasonable, Silas.
I rather think I was. But you took advantage of my generosity. I won't be made a fool a second time. I fear I lack the constitution to bear witness to such barbarism. Come find me when you're finished, Cutter.
You'll regret this, Silas. Do you hear me? I'll have your head.
No. I rather think you won't.
You'll get lucky and pass out. Though I dare say I'll do my best to ensure that doesn't happen. A little bit from here, a little bit from there. Make myself a nice keepsake.
Oh.
You're absolutely mad. Just like all good artists.
Hello.
Who are you?
Haytham Kenway, at your service.
I don't understand. Why are you here?
Walk with me, Mr. Church, and all will be explained.
All right. I know I messed up on one of those things, unfortunately. I could have probably done a better job. That's on me, though. I ran when I shouldn't have.
Johnson's told me what you intend. As it happens, the man who held me is the same one that you seek. His name is Silas Thatcher.
That fancy lad is our slaver?
Don't let his velvet tongue deceive you. A crueler and more vicious creature I've never known.
What can you tell me of his operation?
He hosts at least 100 men. more than half of whom are redcoats.
All this for some slaves?
Hardly. The man's a commander in the King's troop, in charge of the Southgate Fort.
We need to find a way inside. Let me think on it. In the meantime, I'll attend to our final recruit.
John PITCAIRN's our man. I'll take you to him.
State your business.
New recruit.
More kindling for the pyre, eh? Well, go on then.
How'd you manage that?
Did you forget, sir? My commission is with General Braddock. When I'm not attending to you, of course.
Very nice.
PITCAIRN, you fool! Your acts are treacherous. Give me one good reason. I shouldn't kill you right now. Were you planning to announce yourself? Or did you hope my men wouldn't notice your arrival?
If you'll allow me to explain.
Ho ho! By all means. I should like very much to hear this.
I have not deserted, sir. I am here under Commander Amherst's orders.
Show me a letter bearing his seal, and you might be spared the gallows.
I have no such thing. The nature of my work, sir.
It's the sort of thing best not put to paper.
Haytham.
General Braddock?
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Wolves often travel in packs.
Master PITCAIRN won't be here for but a few weeks. I shall return him to his proper post once our work is finished.
The devil's work, no doubt. It's bad enough my superiors have insisted I grant you use of Charles. But they've said nothing about this traitor. You'll not have him.
Edward, listen to reason.
We're done here. See these gentlemen out.
Well, that didn't go as I expected.
And to think I used to call him brother.
What now? They'll chase us off if we try and return.
We're done with this camp. As luck would have it, so are they. Come along.
What are you planning?
To steal Master PITCAIRN.
What?
You'll see. Now, when I give the signal, you're to distract Braddock's patrol and lure them into a dead end.
Alright, it must follow them, yes?
Where shall we head next?
Perhaps down Marlborough.
No. Its residents are too content. Their homes nice, their days untroubled.
One of Lynn or Ship Street.
Yes. Those fresh arrived are often soon in dire straits. They're more likely to seize upon an opportunity to fatten their purses and feed their young.
Yes. That guy has, like, the most quintessential bad guy British voice, like... you know. Alright, okay. They fatten their purses and feed their young. We must stop them from doing so. I have imported Virginia Slims.
Now!
What do you mean now? What are we doing? Why don't... Oh, I see. Hey, look at his swagger.
Oi! You thieves and scoundrels, one and all! Fie on you and your false war!
how would he not recognize that Braddock is... That Braddock didn't notice that was Charles. I don't know. Never mind.
Unhand him, Edward.
You again.
Let us go. And John PITCAIRN with us.
I will not have my authority challenged.
Nor I.
Put them all in chains.
Oh good, I brought a sword to a gunfight. I've got a tree in the way here. Oh, brutal. Oh, beautiful. Wow, very nice. Prevent snitches from calling in reinforcements.
I stay my hand today because you were once my brother, and a better man than this. Or should our paths ever cross again, all debts will be forgotten. You're free now, John.
Traitor! Go on then. Join them on their fool's errand. And when you find yourself lying
I assume
broken
you've good reason for causing all this madness. What is it you require of me?
I'll explain everything on the way.
New email received. Wow. My dick pills are here. At some point, someone's gonna figure out how that shit works. You have to, well, obviously they don't. There's no way. They just grow tumors in there, and you have to get them all cut out someday. That's what I imagine. I don't know if that's true or not, but let's have our conversations with the men.
If I may, I was curious about your past with Braddock. You two clearly have a history.
Edward was one of us upon a time. I considered him a close friend. He was brave and bold in ways few men are. But everything changed at the siege of Bergen-op-Zoom. We had lost the fortress to the French, and were in the midst of egress. There was a skiff hidden at the port with which we planned to make our escape. As we drew near, a young man and his family came upon us, begging for safe passage. I consented, but Edward refused. The young man called him Craven then. So Edward killed him and all the rest. Even the children. To this day, I don't know why. Was this the first time he'd struck out? Or had I simply never seen it before? Either way, things were never the same after that. We campaigned together a few more times, but each outing was more disturbing than the last. He killed and killed. Enemy or ally, civilian or soldier, guilty or innocent. It mattered not. If he perceived one to be an obstacle, they died. He maintained that violence was a more efficient solution. It became his mantra. And it broke my heart.
I had no idea.
He hides it well, and intimidates into silence any who discover him. Those who persist have a tendency to find misfortune.
And we should stop him.
I suppose you're right. But I maintain a foolish hope that he might yet be saved and brought back round to reason. I know. It's a silly thing to believe that one so drenched in death might suddenly change.
I'm sorry to have brought this up. It was not my intent to sour you.
Nonsense. We are brothers now. There should be no secrets between us.
Hold on. I'm texting. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Reading. Uh-oh. Sorry, had to respond to something pressing.
Tell me about yourself, William.
Hopefully
What's
she'll
to
be
tell?
pressing as well.
I was born in Ireland to Catholic parents, which I learned early in life severely limited my opportunities.
We've already talked about this.
So I converted to Protestantism, and...
I was born in Ireland to a potato. God damn, I'm sorry. My mother was a potato. My father was a drunk.
So, a question for you. Why medicine?
I'm supposed to tell you I care for my fellow man, right? But I chose this path because it allows me to accomplish the greater good.
The greater good.
Are these things not true?